Okay, let's talk about something huge. We are about to break down a major development for Second Amendment rights, something that's been talked about for years. But this isn't just talk anymore. The government is actually taking real, concrete steps. So in this explainer, we're going to walk through exactly what's happening and, most importantly, what it means for you.
And look, to kick things off, I want to start with this. We have good news. In fact, we have great news. This really sets the stage, doesn't it? It signals that this moment that so many people have been waiting for, it's finally getting closer. And the change is a really positive one.
So the big question is, how do we know this isn't just more talk, more speculation? Well, it's because we can actually see the government itself getting the machinery ready to go. This isn't some rumor, This is all based on official actions we can actually see and track. Let's dig into the evidence.
All right, here it is, the smoking gun. The U.S. Department of Justice is hiring attorneys right now for the specific job of reviewing firearm rights restoration petitions. And you got to think about it. You just don't hire a bunch of people for a program that doesn't exist. This is, without a doubt, the clearest signal we've gotten that this system is being built as we speak.
And if you want to get more specific, check this out. These attorneys are being placed inside the Office of the Pardon Attorney. That's the same office that handles federal pardons, which tells you this is being treated as a serious, high-level process. The whole program is being overseen by the pardon attorney himself, and real official job postings have gone public. It's all happening out in the open.
So you see the pattern here, right? It's a clear progression. First, they built the legal framework. Second, right now, they're hiring the attorneys. And what does that mean for the final step? It means the actual infrastructure. The online portal is actively being developed. The whole thing is undeniably moving forward.
Okay, so we know it's coming. That leads us to the next absolutely critical question. What happens when this thing goes live? Well, it is going to be a race to apply. And that is why being prepared is so important. The second that portal opens, you can bet the system is going to get flooded with applications.
And I really want you to just focus on this number for a second. Millions. That's how many Americans could be eligible to apply for this. We are talking about a massive wave of people all trying to get through the same digital door at the exact same time.
So, here's what it boils down to. On day one, there are going to be two kinds of people. You've got the prepared applicant, who's first in line, application ready to go, feeling confident. And then you've got the unprepared applicant, who's scrambling just to figure out the process, searching for documents, getting stressed out, and falling further and further behind. The difference between the two? It's all about planning ahead.
This brings us to the most important part of this whole explainer. What is your strategy for success? Because, knowing what's coming is one thing. Being ready for it, that's what's really going to matter. It all comes down to the power of preparation.
If you take one thing away from this, let it be this. The moment that portal opens is the time to hit submit, not the time to start learning. Think about it. Every single minute you spend trying to figure out the rules on launch day is a minute someone else who did their homework is getting ahead of you in that line. So how do you get prepared, right? How do you make absolutely sure you're ready to submit your application with total confidence? Well, for a task this important and this detailed, it really helps to have the right tool for the job. And one great resource designed specifically for this is a restoration workbook. This is it, the 925C Federal Gun Rights Restoration Workbook. And that name, 925C, that just refers to the specific law, Title 18, Section 925C of the U.S. Code, that allows for this whole process. This workbook was designed for one single purpose, to help you get your entire case ready to go before the application system even goes live.
So what's actually in this thing? Well, it's packed with tools to get you organized. It breaks down the whole federal process with super easy step-by-step instructions. It helps you figure out exactly which documents you're going to need. It gives you guidance on how to organize your personal history, and it's even got checklists and worksheets to make sure you don't miss a single thing.
And just so you know, this explainer is brought to you by the 2A Rights Restoration Eligibility Tool. You can find out if you're likely eligible to restore your federal gun rights just by reaching them at fedgunrights.com.
This is really the bottom line, isn't it? It's the question you have to ask yourself right now. After all these years of waiting, the government is finally building the door. So when it finally swings open, are you going to be ready to walk right through it? Or are you going to be stuck on the outside, fumbling around, trying to find the key?
We definitely want to give a shout out to our sponsor, the 2A Rights Restoration Eligibility Tool. If you want to learn more about your potential eligibility, just visit them at fedgunrights.com.
Thanks so much for supporting Legal Gangsta. Now, to get a copy of that workbook and access more of this clear, step-by-step educational stuff, you can go right to the website on your screen. Seriously, don't wait to get prepared.
And one last thing. Just as a reminder, all this content is for educational purposes only. It is definitely not a substitute for real legal advice from a qualified professional.